Hi, the stats are in, so here's your quick Calgary real estate market update. At first glance, February numbers suggest a fairly balanced market. There were 1,526 sales, down about 11% from last year, with 4,822 homes on the market. That puts us at just over 3 months of supply, which technically sits in balanced territory, leaning slightly towards buyers. But here's the key point this month. Those headline numbers don't tell the real story. Right now, Calgary is a very segmented market. What's happening depends heavily on the type of property and the area of the city. Let's break it down. Detached homes remain relatively stable. The benchmark price is $734,300, up slightly month over month and only 3.2% below last year. Supply sits at 2.64 months, which is balanced, leaning towards sellers. But location matters. Some areas are seeing price growth, while other areas have more supply, longer time on market, and more negotiation room for buyers. Also, homes under $700,000 remain limited across much of the city. Semi-detached homes are actually the tightest segment overall in the market right now. With 2.37 months of supply, conditions lean towards sellers. Overall prices remained relatively flat compared to last year, with a benchmark price of $682,200. However, prices jumped 3.4% in a single month in the city centre, yet the East experienced price loss from the previous month. Row homes are a bit softer. Prices are about 5% lower than last year, with a benchmark price at $423,600, and supply sits at 3.29 months, which gives buyers some negotiation room. That said, activity picked up from January and conditions have started to stabilize. Apartment condos are where the biggest shift is happening. Prices are down over 9% year over year, with a benchmark price of $298,600. And there are more than 1,500 units available, creating 4.58 months of supply, favoring buyers. A big reason for this, a lot of new condo construction combined with slower migration into the city, which means more supply than demand right now. So all this means you can't treat Calgary as one single market. In the same month, we have seller-leaning conditions for certain products and stronger buyer conditions in others. Not only are property types performing differently, they are also performing differently per area. Looking ahead to spring, we'll likely see more buyers entering the market, especially for detached and semi-detached homes, where supply is already tighter. That could increase competition in those segments. Condos may take longer to rebalance because a large number of new units are still under construction and will continue adding supply through the next couple of years. The bottom line is simple. Market averages are helpful, but hyper-local data matters more than ever right now. So if you're thinking about buying or selling and want to understand what's happening in your specific property type or neighborhood, feel free to reach out and we can look at the numbers together.